day 2 already? You're making great progress. Have you posted day 1's homework here in the challenge group yet? Remember to pass the challenge link on to anyone who you think may benefit. There is still time for them to join and catch up. Here's the link. This email has been videoed and is available here in the Facebook group if you would prefer to watch rather than read today's training. Yesterday, you practiced establishing baseline of those around you. This step is really important to ensure that you don't assume a cue means something if it is just normal behaviour. If you missed that step, you can find the Day 1 challenge training post below. Remember also, at the end of the challenge, all of the trainings will be sent to you in PDF, so you can keep this information forever. There is one final step you need to be aware of before we jump into the really meaty techniques of reading body language. That is paying attention. Now, hear me out on this. I know this might seem pretty straightforward, but I want you to learn how you can read other people all the time, not just this week. At the moment, body language is probably front and centre in your mind. This makes it much easier to remember to consider the hidden cues. But what about next week, or next month, or next year? The further out we go, the less likely you are to be thinking about body language. We need to do all we can right now to make reading body language a natural thing that you do in most situations. For that reason, I want to spend today talking about how to pay attention effectively to other people. There are 2 reasons for this. 1, this makes the other person feel more comfortable and more likely to act natural and/or open up to you. 2nd, it gives you a greater chance of catching the signals the other person is sending you. Have you ever noticed yourself waiting for someone to finish speaking so you can have your say? This can happen during a heated argument, but it can also happen during day-to-day conversations. Often it is because we have an amazing piece of advice to give or a similar story to share. The problem with this is that while you're waiting for them to finish, your brain is focused on what you are going to say next. It stops paying attention to what the other person is saying and doing. Pay attention to this and see if you can catch yourself doing it. Another issue that can cause you to stop paying attention is to be distracted. I know, but what I mean is put down your phone and give the other person your full attention. You might be amazed by what you see. My final points tie together. The first is to stop talking about yourself. Give them some time in the spotlight, or talk about things which may be of interest to them. You may see them become more engaged in the conversation. This then gives you time to see what it is they are really thinking. If the focus is all on you, you will definitely miss cues. The second is silence. While not exactly related to paying attention, silence is a major weapon that you have in your arsenal. Hold the silence slightly longer than is comfortable, and unless they know this trick, it is likely that the other person will jump in to fill the gap. Again, giving you more time to be able to view those signals. Homework task. Your task for today is to try and pay attention to those you interact with. Post below one thing you noticed while doing this. It could be that the other person talked more than they usually did, or that you found it really hard not to jump in. I can't wait to hear how you went. That's it. Don't forget to add your homework answer below, and we'll see you at the Day 2 live in the Facebook group. P.S. Don't forget you can ask any questions in the live, or if you can't make it then, send them via email and I'll add them in for you to catch in the replay. Thanks!